In July 2022, former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was shot dead while delivering a speech in Nara. The gunman, 41-year-old Tetsuya Yamagami, was arrested on the spot. As the news spread globally, what emerged from Yamagami's confession would shake Japan's political and religious foundations. This was not merely an assassination. It was a desperate act rooted in decades of silence, suffering, and political complicity. To understand this tragedy, we must go back nearly 70 years. The Unification Church, officially known as the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, was founded in South Korea in 1954 by Reverend Sun Myung Moon. In post-war Japan, it was former Prime Minister Nobusuke Kishi, Abe's grandfather, who helped the church establish a base. Kishi saw the church as a useful political ally against communism. From the 1970s onward, the church grew rapidly in Japan. It began targeting vulnerable individuals through so-called spiritual sales, overpriced religious items sold under fear-based persuasion. The financial burden on followers was immense. Families were torn apart. The media occasionally reported on the scandals, but politicians remained silent. Church members weren't just donors, they were political foot soldiers. They were mobilized to support LDP politicians during elections, making phone calls, handing out flyers, all without pay. In return, politicians lent the church legitimacy through public endorsements and appearances. Among the many victims was the Yamagami family. Tetsuya Yamagami's mother gave everything to the church: property, savings, their future. The family went bankrupt. His father died. His brother fell ill. Tetsuya attempted suicide. Yet, he was not an unmotivated man. He graduated from a top-ranked public high school and served in the Maritime Self-Defense Force. His uncle, a former lawyer, demanded refunds from the church to no avail. Gradually, Yamagami's despair turned to hatred directed not just at the church, but the entire system that allowed it to thrive. When he learned that Abe had sent a message of support to a church event, Yamagami reached a breaking point. He built a homemade gun and killed the man he believed symbolized the church's political power. Ironically, only after Abe's death did real change begin. Former believers spoke out. Victims came forward. Public anger surged. In 2023, the government finally requested the dissolution of the Unification Church's legal status. But nearly 3 years after the shooting, Yamagami has yet to stand trial. Authorities cite psychiatric evaluations and procedural delays. Critics, however, suspect political interference. Japan's constitution guarantees the right to a speedy trial, a right Yamagami has not been granted. Some say Yamagami must take full responsibility. Legally, perhaps so. But morally, the question is more complex. Can one man bear all the blame for what society ignored for decades? This story is not just about one man pulling a trigger. It is about a nation that stayed silent until it was too late. A reckoning not just for Yamagami, but for us all.